Hi, I'm Mitch Shoemaker, and this is day 70 of my making 100 days of YouTube videos and focusing on gratitude. So, yay for day 70. What does that mean? 30 to go? 29 to go? I don't know how this works, but I'm excited to be at day 70, and I am finding little things to be grateful for today. I've taken a few extra naps, which is nice. Getting some extra sleep in there. Uh, Cutting into my work time, but that's okay. I probably needed the sleep more. So grateful for that. I'm grateful some people came over today and were willing to help me organize my kitchen. I have a kitchen floor now. I have kitchen counters now. I'm kind of excited about that. I'm getting myself slowly unpacked because they're going to come back and help me again another day. So yay, because obviously I'm not going to unpack and organize and do my stuff myself because I'm lazy. And I get overwhelmed with all the big projects of things to do. And I have this crazy brain that seems to think that I have to do everything all at once because that's how I grew up. It was like an all or nothing thing. So like, I didn't do anything for a really long time and you spent all day doing it. And it was like this big, huge project, chore, nightmare, whatever. And then you never wanted to do it again until the next time. And they're like, oh, crap. Because there wasn't that let's work on it every day, one day at a time, and just get in a schedule and a rhythm and just one little bit at a time. And I tried doing that one little bit at a time, but with my depression and getting easily overwhelmed and the amount of things to go through, it's like I start and I'm like, I don't know where to start. I don't know what to do. And then I just don't do. So not the best cycle for me to be in. So I'm grateful for people that were willing to come and help me today to start breaking my cycles for me. I need help. And I do better. I work more often. I work better with other people than by myself, I think, especially when it comes to cleaning and housework, because I don't like doing any of that stuff anyway. One of these days, I'd love to have enough money that I could just pay somebody to come clean my house once a week, and then I don't ever have to clean my house again. That would be really nice. I don't know if I'll ever make that kind of money, but that would be my fantasy right there, right? But I am grateful for the help that I was able to receive today. And I'm also grateful for the annoying technology because I don't know what the deal is with my phone that it thinks it has to save every single one of these videos. And twice, not just once, but twice. So yesterday when I made that really long video and my ramblings about stuff, my brain is like fried. I have no idea what I was rambling about yesterday. Lots of things that I'm grateful for, lots of shifting, lots of self-discovery things, I think, changing things, titles of things. And I'm like, yeah, what I need to do is go back through and watch all of these videos. Scary. Pick a picture out of all of that and then do kind of like a title based on what I was talking about, like day one, gratitude / something, whatever I talked about for that day. But I don't remember what I talked about for each day, so then I have to go back through and watch them and make thumbnails, and then people will watch my videos, and then that would be cool. And maybe they won't. Maybe that won't make any difference whatsoever, but it would be an awesome learning experience for me to go back through and figure out how to do that and to get comfortable watching myself and maybe eventually get to where I start actually editing these things so they look a little bit nicer. But I'm just beginning. This is, I think, how a lot of YouTubers start. I don't know. And like I said, my goal isn't necessarily to be a YouTuber. That would be cool if I actually made money doing this. It's more to promote the books that I'm writing that I have yet to figure out how to get published. I feel like they're just sitting in limbo because my friend that's doing the book covers for me is in the process of moving. So I have to wait till all of that gets settled down before she can finish the book cover. And I haven't heard back from my beta readers, so I'm thinking I need to find new beta readers, or I need to go back through my book and make some revisions because I haven't looked at it for a while, and maybe there's stuff that'll jump out at me that I need to fix to begin with, and then send it out to a fresh set of people and say, okay, I fixed these things that I know about that I think that need to be fixed, and anybody else? So yeah, it's just been a fun little adventure, and trying to remember that I have other things that I can work on while I'm waiting, while my books are in limbo, because I have other books I can write, actually. So there's that, too. And I'm sure there's a reason for the delay and the timing, and because everything works according to God's timing. So I'm ready to just push it right out and be done. And he's just like, okay, we got this far. This is good. Let's take a break. Let's keep working on other stuff. So I've had some more ideas for like changing the epilogue and maybe an epilogue, I think, is what comes after the end of the book. So I have an idea for an epilogue for the end of my series, which I haven't even written the entire series, but I have an epilogue for the end of my series, and I have a different idea for my prologue. So I've been thinking the different things in my brain, woke up with that, and I'm like, I really need to do some writing. I really need to do some writing. And I went to work instead, and I get to go to work again tonight. And so, yeah, I need to make some time to do some writing. I think that would be good for me. And I noticed that writing really helps me because I didn't write in my journal for the first time in this whole 70 days that I've been doing. I didn't write in my journal before I went to sleep yesterday. And I was like, okay, I'm just really tired. I'll do it when I get up. And then when I got up, I took like a little nap or something because I ended up not going to work last night. And I don't know what my deal is, but anyway, I didn't journal. And I'm like, I'm going crazy. So, and then everything happened today. And then I was like, okay. So then I finally got to where I'm reading my scriptures and meditationals and going to make my YouTube video. And I just can't like think. And my brain, I was just like, I'm frustrated and I don't know what's going on with me. And I was like, I feel horrible. I didn't write in my journal. And so I started to say a prayer, and then I was like, okay, you know what? I'm just going to write in my journal. I'm just going to do it right now. I'm going to write it like it was yesterday, and I'm going to put that it's just, I mean, I wrote yesterday's date, and I said, really, it's Saturday instead of Friday, but I don't care. I'm writing in here for yesterday, and I will write in here again tonight before I go to sleep. Not that I'm going to do a whole lot between now and then. I just need to write. And not that I wrote anything particularly special in my journal entry before I made this video, but it has this calming effect on me. It just helped me to relax. It helped me to let go of the things that were bothering me, and they were petty things. They're little things that I don't really have control over, or things that I was afraid made me like, my biological parents that I don't want to be like, and then realizing that's not necessarily what it is. It's just, I am grateful for the help. I'm grateful for the blessings, and but I'm also very picky, and I like to have things done my way. And I was like, okay, if I'm gonna live here, I need to make things nice for me, which is why I had people come over to help me, and they did help. They did a great job. It was wonderful. There were just some things that they did that I didn't agree with. I didn't pay attention when they were doing it, to be honest. They actually unpacked my kitchen for me, which was amazing. And they put everything away, and they're like, hey, we'll show you where everything is when we're done. And they forgot to do that when they left. And then I started looking to see where everything was, and I was like, and that's not going to work for me. Which is fine because it's my kitchen. I'm the one that has to work in my kitchen. But I was feeling guilty because I did that work, and I'm like, great, I have to leave this and be uncomfortable in my kitchen? And I was like, no, I don't. I just started rearranging my kitchen. But it was nice because I already unpacked everything, and some of the things they did I was perfectly fine with, and I was like, okay, this is cool. And some of the stuff they did I was like, and this just isn't gonna work for me. I need to fix this. And that's fine too, because it's my kitchen, and I had to remind myself, I had to journal about it, that it's okay to do something different. It's a communication thing. It's, whatever. But I spent the entire time doing dishes while they spent the entire time unpacking boxes and cleaning everything up and wiping off the counters. I'm like, it looks amazing. My kitchen is I have a kitchen. I can't tell you how happy I am about having a kitchen. It makes me actually might want to go grocery shopping and start baking again. So that is something I haven't done in years. So that's exciting, actually, to have that counter space, to have that kitchen space, to be able to want to do something that I haven't done for years. And that would be very good for me. It actually saved me money if I was baking things instead of having to buy stuff all the time. And it would mean that I have food in my house that I could just go eat when I'm hungry instead of having to starve or go out to eat all the time. So that's a huge, this is huge for me. And I am extremely grateful for that. And then, like I said, I was feeling guilty because I didn't like where they put some of the things. And I was like, okay, so I'm rearranging some of the cupboard space. But It doesn't make me a horrible person. It's still my stuff. So I hope it doesn't make me a horrible person. I'm sorry if it does. But it's not like they're going to live here. It's not like I've got somebody else that's going to help me to get access to all this stuff because, yeah, I'm too old and too out of shape to go crawling underneath bottoms of cupboards to pull out big heavy stuff. I'm like, I need stuff at the front or up higher so that I can just like at arms, heights that I can reach it without having to, become a contortionist or crawl all over the floor to get to things. Which I mean is great for them. They're, much younger, much better shape. I'm not. I'm not. I'm also probably one of those odd people. My dad's shoemaker, he's always telling me, I think there's like 85% of women or something, they did some kind of a test or a study that they will go in and either organize the kitchen the same way or they'll just be able to walk into another woman's kitchen and find everything because 85% of the women do their kitchen the same way. And I don't remember if it was 85% or something. It was somewhere around that. But I'm the 15% that does it differently, that gets lost in someone else's kitchen. Because he's always telling me to go in and like find stuff in their kitchen. I'm like, I can't, where is this? I always have to ask every time. And he's like, can't you just walk? And he just assumes that I'm one of the 85% and I can just walk in and find it. And then a friend of mine was over one time and she used to be my roommate. And she was like, oh no, Midge's kitchen is such a mess. She's like, and it wasn't a mess, but I'm like, she's like, I can't find anything in her kitchen. Her kitchen doesn't make any sense to me whatsoever. And she lived there for like a year and she refused to figure out where I kept all of my stuff because it just did not make sense to her. And I'm like, okay. So I'm sure the way those sisters organized my kitchen is exactly how most people would organize their kitchen. And I am the 15% odd number of percent, whatever it is, that does it differently for whatever reason. I don't know. But I think it's okay. I want to embrace my differences. I want to love myself for being different, for having my little quirks, and not to beat myself up about it. And it's not like I told them specifically where to put things. I just said, okay, wherever you want to put stuff, that's fine. And then we'll figure it out later. So like, okay, so now I know where they put everything. At least it's all out of boxes. And my kitchen looks so much nicer. And I can move stuff around a little bit as I need to. And I will probably move stuff around a few times more once I start actually baking and cooking and figuring out where I actually want things to be. Because that's something weird about me too. It's like I need to figure out where it's going to go, where it's going to work. And if it doesn't work in one spot, I need to put it in another spot until I figure out how to make it work. So I'm in a process. It's a process. Everything's a process in life, I think. And I think it's good to kind of change things up a little bit. And right now it feels good to unpack some things. And I'm just grateful I was able to do that, to have someone to come help me do that. And I'm grateful that I chose to write in my journal before I made this video because it did have a calming effect on me. It did make me feel more at peace, more at one with myself. And I don't know how that works. I'm just grateful that it works. It's like a gift from God that when I can't sleep, when I'm frustrated or whatever, I just need to journal. And maybe that's why I didn't sleep well today, is because I didn't journal before I went to sleep because I was just tired and thought I'm just going to sleep and I'll write in the morning, and it didn't work. And I've been doing it for 70 days now, so I can't just, and I've stopped journaling for long periods of time, but I'm always miserable when I stop doing it. And then it's like I get in the habit of doing it like I've been in, and then it's like I can't sleep because I haven't journaled. And I keep waking myself up even though I'm really tired because there's all this stuff going on in my head. I need to do this, I need to do that, I do this, because I didn't write it down in my journal. So I'm grateful for my journals. I'm grateful for the abilities that I have to write. I am grateful that I could ask for help, that people are willing to help. And I'm grateful that things are working out, and maybe not the way that I want them to, and maybe not the direction I want them to, or maybe not as quickly as I want them to. But things are good and things are getting better, I think, for me. And I know that God wants me to be happy. I want to be happy. And I'm grateful for this whole gratitude thing because it's helping me be happier. It's helping me to see things that I'm grateful for, even little things that annoy me, like the stupid technology on my phone that double saves everything. And because it double saves everything, when my phone had issues yesterday with my YouTube video, I went to upload and it's like, oh, there's something wrong with the camera and it wouldn't upload. And I was like, upload failed. And I was like, oh crap, I'm already doing 43 minutes of something. This is nuts. And then I went back into the camera that double saves, and the second video didn't save, it didn't upload, but the first one saved. So I was able to upload the first one, which is exactly the same. They're exactly the same. It just saves it twice. It just apparently froze before it finished saving the second one, which I don't understand why it has to do that. I don't care. I really don't care. At this point, I was just so grateful that I didn't have to do my video over again yesterday. So my things that annoy me sometimes on some days actually turn out to be things that I'm grateful for, because they, like today, saved me, which was really nice. And other times it's because they've taught me something or they've got me to where I'm at. And I didn't see in the moment what they were teaching me. I just felt the frustration and the irritation. And so I'm learning very slowly. I'm a slow learner, just so you know. It takes me a while to process things and then to decide I'm actually going to do them. But I'm finding the more that I do them, the better that I feel and the better things get. And I am grateful for that. And I'm grateful for the people that are watching, that are supporting me through this. And just grateful I made it to day 70. And I'm grateful that I'm not stopping, that I'm not giving up. Because honestly, when I didn't write in my journal, I was like, great, now I don't have to. I seriously thought about not doing the video tonight just because I didn't write in my journal. I'm like, that's just stupid, because this is day 70. I mean, come on, 30 days left. We can't stop now. We've come too far. And I'm grateful that I've come too far. I'm grateful that I've made it this far. I'm grateful that I know I can make it the rest of the way, because I made it this far. So, and there is no point in turning back or stopping now. That would just be tragic. And yeah, I deserve better. I want better. And I want to see what's going to happen over the next 30 days, because it's amazing me to watch myself change. And I kind of just see it in the video I'm making per day. I don't go back and watch all the videos, but it'd be interesting to go back and watch all the videos to see how much I've changed over this time. And I'm just grateful for this process, and grateful for the things that I've been learning, and grateful that I chose to follow that prompting. Grateful for the friend that told me to do the gratitude videos. And well, she didn't do videos, she just said gratitude lists, but I think the videos is definitely helping. It's kind of like my video journal. But it, verbalizing it is not quite the same to me as writing it. I get a different sensation and a different release from writing, but I'm definitely not so nervous about making videos anymore, and I'm grateful for that too. So anyway, hope you have a great day full of gratitude.